Hi, welcome to your Pilates for Strength session. All we need is yourself, your body, a mat or a comfortable soft floor and a Pilates ring. Okay, if you're coming to this exercise routine and you don't have a ring, you would need definitely to get one if you want to do this because it's really a ring session workout. They're quite cheap, so you can get them for about £8 or £9 online, perhaps in some shops, I'm not sure, but definitely online for about £8 or £9. So just search for Pilates ring, okay? So we don't need them just yet, we're going to come into a warm up. So I'll just place that down there. And we're going to stand nice and tall, feet together, toes apart, heels behind, soft bend in the knees. Standing nice and tall, so your spine is nice and long, shoulders back, chin tucked in. We're going to draw our attention to the abdominals. And we're going to pull that navel back to the spine as much as you possibly can. Okay, so imagining that we have a belt wrapped around our waist and that's on the 10th hole. We're going to release that down to the 5th hole, 50%, and then release a little bit more down to the 3rd hole, 30%, holding it there. We're going to now turn our attention to the pelvic floor muscles. And we're going to draw up those pelvic floor muscles up, lifting it right up to the top floor. Hold, and then releasing down to the 5th floor, 50%, and then releasing down to the 3rd floor, 30%, holding there. We're going to take a nice deep breath into the ribs. Feel those ribs expanding, arms down, chin tucked in, and we're going to do a few roll downs. Rolling, inhale, exhale, rolling back up, really stacking your spine, one vertebra at a time. I'll just send sideways on, just so you see a different angle to what I'm doing. So just keeping your upper body nice and relaxed, just loosening up your spine. Lovely. Do a couple more of these. Unstacking, rolling, and up. And then this time, as we roll down, we're going to come into a tiny little squat. So rolling as far as you feel you're able to, and then bend the knees, push back, chin tucked in, and straighten. And push back, squeeze, and straighten, roll up. Lovely, we'll do a couple more of those. Inhale, exhale, rolling. And with a little bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Try, if possible, to avoid your knees going forwards, okay? So last one of these, rolling. And bend and straighten. Excuse me, bend and straighten. And roll back up. Lovely. Then we want to take your left arm out and just gently reaching over and down, and the right and over, just so we get into the sides of the body as well. Left and over. Oh, wonderful. Feel that nice stretch in the side of the body. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Few arm circles, lift that left arm up and rotate. And lift the right arm up and rotate. Wonderful. And left and right and left and right. Just to loosen up the shoulders, left and right. Wonderful. And just stay nice and tall with the tailbone tucked in, abdominals, pelvic floor engaged. Just roll your chin down and just roll your head, shoulder. Core is engaged, shoulder. Roll down to the left, roll down and over to the right. Just beginning to loosen up that neck and those shoulders. Just try not to stoop. We'll do one more in each direction, one and one more. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so we're going to come into some squats now, so grab hold of your ring. So the great thing about the ring is it's quite gentle on the joints, and we can hold the ring whilst we're coming into our squats. We're going to squeeze it, okay? So that is going to give us a little bit of upper body strengthening as well as strengthening our lower body. Okay, so we're going to stand nice and tall, core engaged. We're going to step to the right, do a nice big deep squat, hold 1, 2 and up. Then you're going to bring your right foot behind and coming into a curtsy squat. And to the side, and deep, and up, release. And curtsy, and down, lovely. To the side, inhale, 1, 2, hold, and up, and here, 1, 2, and up, and out, and down, 1, 2, try not to let your knees come in, even if that means you need to bring your feet closer together. All good. Down, and curtsy, 5 more, and 5, good. Squeeze that ring, 5, and 4, keep your knees out, and up. Just getting as low as you can. And 3, doesn't matter how low you go, just going, trying to keep your body upright, not to hunch forwards, okay, whoops. And down, so we're trying not to do that, even if that means you just come down to here, all good. And up, and then curtsy, and up, wonderful. Shake out those arms for a second, and then we're going to step to the left, and then curtsy this way. Just when you're curtsying, try to avoid, so when you're doing your curtsy, try to avoid that knee from flaring out, okay, from dropping to the side. Otherwise, that's going to take all the tension away from your leg and your glute, okay? Right then, so standing centre or further to the right, we're going to step to the left, come down, push your bum down, 1, 2, and up. Take the right foot behind into a curtsy, standing nice and tall, push back, try to push your knee back and bring it in. That's it, good. And 2, just doing the best you can, okay? We're not aiming for perfection. We're not thinking about the outcome, just focusing on effort. And when we focus on effort, everything else is a lot easier. Often the result is brilliant because you put 100% effort in. So that's great. So that's 5 already. We've got 5 left. 1, 2, and up. And curtsy, squeeze that ring. Okay, and step. And curtsy, and back. And step to the left, down, and back. 3 more. And down, and step, and down, and step, last 2, up, down, last 1, step, and behind. Well done, lovely, lovely, lovely. Place that one to one side. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall. Just shake out those arms a bit. Okay, so we're going to place the hands behind your lower back, okay, behind your hips. If possible, fingers pointing inwards, otherwise no worries. Feel free to have your hands pointing the other way. but definitely not out like that. Okay? For me, I find it easier like this. If you have problems with the wrists, like if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, I'm not sure if this is for you. If you just have weak wrists or you're finding it a bit much, roll at the edge of your mat and place the heels of your hand on your mat. That just gives your wrist a little bit of support, okay? Otherwise, if you have no issues here, try not to bend your elbows, keep them straight. Lengthen through the legs. Okay, push down, squeeze your butt, push your shoulders out. Lean back, squeeze your butt, lift up, chin tucked in, eyes looking towards the toes. Good. 2, breathe in. Exhale, 3, inhale down. Exhale, 5, inhale down. Exhale, 6, inhale down. Exhale, lift 7, inhale down, 1 more. And 8, and down. Lovely, just bring those arms up, flex the feet, and reaching over. Feel that nice stretch in the spine. Point the toes, come back up. This time keep the toes pointed, chin tucked in, and round and over, and back up. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come into a thigh rock back. It's a really good one for the thighs, because you kind of work the back of your body in those supine pull legs. Okay, so we're going to work the thighs. So just take care not to come back too far, okay? You don't want to hurt your back. Just keep your bottom tucked in, trying not to push it out like that, okay? So arms are going to go in front, core engaged. Glutes and abs are going to really got to squeeze those butt cheeks. So first off, just come back a little way. You want to feel it in the thighs, okay? So just lean back a bit, so that means you don't stick forward. So just take your time, lean back, pause, and back. So squeeze your butt, tummy tucked in. So you're really tucking that bottom under, okay? Keeping the pelvis aligned. So that way you're not going to place any pressure on the back. So maybe you come back a little bit further. Pause, squeeze, and back up. Maybe that feels too much and you need to ease off. Maybe that feels just right. Or maybe even further. But just make sure you're feeling it in those thighs. Alright, if you're not, then maybe you need to practice a little bit. And don't come back so far. Because you want your thighs to be able to take your weight. Okay, so if you come back too far, it's going to go somewhere else. Chances are in your back. So nice and steady, 1 more. And back. So that exercise is great for strengthening your thighs, which is great for supporting strength and all the ligaments around your knees. So if you have knee issues, that's an awesome one to do. Okay, wonderful. So from here, we're going to roll back, and we're going to bring the ring in between our ankles, and we're going to come into the 100, okay? So just get the ring, place that in between the ankles. There's no real graceful way to put the ring in between the ankles like this, but you know, you just do the best you can. Okay, so legs are up, and then if you can, lower the legs a little, or you can feel free to squeeze that ring and place the ring between the ankles and keep your legs in tabletop, okay? Otherwise, point the toes and legs are up, heel up, shoulders back, squeeze that ring, and then squeeze a little more, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a little bit higher up, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more. Last one. Wonderful. Roll back down. and bring that ring, slide it in between your knees. Feet are down. We're going to come into some shoulder bridges. So feet down, knees hip distance apart. We're going to work those glutes and those inner thighs a little bit. So just going to gently squeeze the ring. Make sure that when you release the ring, you don't roll your feet out, okay? So you're keeping your feet down, but all that you're doing is controlling it by really opening the legs. You're not rolling your feet to the side like that, okay? So that's important so that you're not using your feet, you're using your legs, okay? So the ring between the knees. I'm just having a little bit of trouble finding the right spot. So as soon as you squeeze it, automatically you should feel that in between the thighs. So nice neutral spine, chin tucked in, squeeze, roll up, squeezing, 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 arms. Inhale, exhale, roll back down. And inhale, release the ring a little bit, squeeze it a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Roll up. Up, 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 up. And then down. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Keep your arms down. And we're going to squeeze that ring, release it. Remember what I said about the feet? And squeeze in a little bit, and then a little bit more, and a little bit more. Release, release, release. Squeezing 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3. Squeeze 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3. One more. Squeeze 1, 2, 3. Release 1, 2, 3. Arms back. Roll back down. So when I say release, you're still keeping a little bit of tension there. Squeezing in, roll back, pelvic floor, abs are in, roll up, roll up, roll up, arms are back. Arms come back down, leave them there, and we release a little, and we squeeze. 1, pelvic floor is in, 2, and 3, and release. 1, 2, 3. Roll back down, inhale. Exhale, peel up, bring your arms behind you. Inhale, exhale, keep your bridge and bring your arms down. And we release. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Bit of a frog in my throat. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Arms back. Arms roll down. We've got one more of those. Inhale, now those glutes and those legs are on fire. Pelvic floor, abs are in. Tailbone tucked under, roll through the lumbar spine. Inhale, exhale, squeezing that ring just a little bit. Arms down. And we release a little bit. And we squeeze. Keep those feet down. 1, 2, 3. And release. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. And release. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm closing my eyes because it's killing my glutes. And arms down. And roll. Whew. Well done. Really good job. Stretch out those legs for a little bit. Keep those legs nice, and just bring those knees into the chest, just give them a little rock side to side. Wonderful. Really, really nice. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place the ring on the end of the mat, okay? And you're going to place your left leg on top of the ring. Now I want you to just balance, make sure that you're not tilting so that ring isn't coming forwards like that. So your foot is directly above the bottom pad, okay? Nice neutral spine, arms are down. You can start like this. If you feel good, you can bring your arms out. But I want you to keep everything nice and stable. So that left glute is engaged, the abs are in, the back is in neutral. And you bring that right leg up. Keep that left foot just balancing, it doesn't squeeze. So arms out if you can, palms are up. And we're going to do 6 circles in each direction. That's 1. Breathe. 2. Keeping that left glute, left hip stable. 3. Then you bring your leg down as close to the floor as it feels comfortable on your back. Not rolling that ring at all. 1 more in this direction. 6, and then other direction. Over the leg. Out. Core is in. Keep that back in neutral. Don't let that pelvis tilt. 2. Focus on the whole body, not squashing the ring, not moving the left hip. Squeezing that left butt to help keep your leg and your hip stable. 5, 1 more in this direction. 6, bend the leg, bring it down. Good job. Okay, so now, let's see if I can do it. You can just swoop that ring over to the right and just get your left foot in the bottom for a minute till you bring your right foot on top. So just make sure that your ring isn't too far out to the right, that it's just in your alignment, okay? So your toes are in alignment with your hip. So just bend that left leg for a minute, keep your back in neutral, and then bring that left leg up. Again, keep your arms down if you find that makes sense for you and keeps you more stable. Otherwise, arms out, palms up. Point the toe, long leg, take it out. 1. Glutes are in, both glutes, abs are in. Notice your spine, what's happening with your spine. Keeping that spine in neutral, not allowing it to tilt. 1 more in this direction. And keeping your mind on that right hip too so it doesn't rock. Okay, other direction. 1. Over the leg if you can, keeping your eye on that right leg, your mind on that right leg, don't let it squeeze. 3, 4, don't let it push down. 5, 6, and bend that leg, bring it down. Well done, really good job. Keep that ring down there. Okay, we're going to balance both feet down onto that ring. Get your arms behind you, nice neutral spine, close those ribs. Inhale, exhale, just balancing the feet there, here, and come back down. So really challenging, and this time, roll up, push the legs down, and up, feet flex this time, roll up, arms down, and push, and up. Keeping that back in neutral, point the toes, push, and down, glutes are in, inhale, exhale, up, push, and down, and getting into the hamstrings, the glutes, and down, wonderful. Bend those knees, bring that ring back in, place it to the side. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Good, I'm going to roll over onto your knees. Okay, and we've got that ring in front of our chest. We're going to place that left leg out to the side. So just make sure that your right hip is above your knee, that you're not coming in like that too far away, okay? Bring that ring up. You're going to get into the outside of those arms a little bit. So your arms are coming into the ring, pushing into the pants, okay? So core engaged, glutes and abs are in. Inhale, exhale, lean over to the right, creating a little rainbow shape. Pause, come back up, push those arms in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, make sure your arms don't go too far forward. Exhale. Inhale, pushing. Exhale, feeling that in the shoulders, upper arms. Inhale, exhale. Well, that's getting into those obliques. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Extending that right leg out now. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, just give those arms a bit of a shake if you feel that they need that. Okay, give them a bit of a rock. It's okay if you're feeling a little bit, ooh, a little bit, oh, a little bit, ooh. Right, that's okay. Don't want a sharp pain, but muscle burn, that's okay, that's good. That's the muscles being used and worked. That's what we want. So right leg out, foot is flat, or just bring the edge of that foot down, okay? Glute muscles into, that's the left and the right butt cheek, okay? Inhale, push those arms in. Inhale, over. Little pause. Squeeze. Exhale up. So you're pulling up from the right side. Inhale, over, just to a place that feels right for you. Exhale, you feel you can get up, okay? Inhale, deep breath in. Over. Exhale, up. 3 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Little pause. Exhale. Feel that in your core. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Really, really good job. Okay. So we're going to come onto our front now. And we're going to come onto our front, lie down on your front, okay? We're going to get the ring on the end of the mat and get your hands on the top, okay? So if that feels too much, I'll tell you what, we'll start with the one hand first. Okay, so get your right arm down and we'll start with the left hand only on top. So in fact, get your right arm in a U shape, okay? Inhale, exhale, squeeze, roll up, and straighten out that right arm. And come back down. One more on this side. Inhale, squeeze that ring, roll up, so you've got the support of the right hand, or you can bring it in front, but that's a little bit more tricky. Right, so then roll it over onto the right side, okay? So your right hand's on it, and then see how this feels. Okay, we'll just do 2. And if this feels good and it feels quite manageable, then you could try it with 2 hands. If the 2 hands doesn't work for you, you know you can come back to the 1 hand, okay? And that gives you something to build up to, okay? Don't feel bad about it or anything. Strength wasn't built in a day or a second. It takes time, effort, and consistency, okay? So head is down, left arm in a U shape. Make sure that ring isn't tilted. Okay, inhale, exhale, push. Roll up, straighten up that left arm as much as you can. Try not to bring that ring in like that. And roll back down. One more like this. Inhale, exhale, push, extend. And come back down. Okay, so that's your single arm little swan dive, okay? Now we'll try it with 2. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the 2, so I've already shown you the single arm. You can always rewind your video to check it again. Otherwise, both hands are on the top pad. Gentle squeeze is there already, head is down. Push down just as much as you feel you're able to. Core engage, peel up, and come back down. Inhale, exhale, push. Roll up and down. Inhale, exhale, up. Lovely. You don't have to come up a long way. Just see how it goes for you. Okay, 3 more. Pushing up and down. Up and down. 1 more. Inhale. If you're doing single arm, you can just do 3 on each arm. And come back down. Wonderful. Really, really good job. Okay. From here now, I'm just going to come into a little stretch when we come into child's pose. So wide knees, big toes touching. and knees towards the edge of the mat, and just give your arms a little bit of a stretch, so shoulders a nice stretch. Okay, we're going to come into some press-ups with the ring. So most people have a lot of difficulty with this exercise of press-ups, and this is where the ring comes in handy. So great. Okay, so you're going to place the ring underneath the chest, okay? So you want to make sure that the ring isn't tilted like that. Definitely don't want that. So the ring is flat, okay, like that. So you need to bend your elbows a little bit, okay? Otherwise, probably if you straighten it, you're going to roll it like that, okay? So bend your elbows, and the hands want to be just underneath the shoulders, okay? So a little bit of a bend now, making sure that that ring is in the middle of your sternum, okay? Right in between your chest muscles, okay? In between your breasts, elbows pointing inwards, okay? Try not to alter back like that, keep it in neutral. Now you've got two choices. You can bring the right leg out, bring the left, and you can hold, all right? And just stay there for as long as you can, otherwise pushing down, not pushing all the way through the ring, 1. Inhale, 2, but you are putting some, 2. Inhale, because if you put all your weight in, it'll probably break, 3, 4, 2 more, make sure your ring isn't rocking, 5, 1 more, 6, and up, bring yourself down onto the knees, come back into child's pose, give those arms a bit of a rest. Have a little breather. Good. Okay. This time we're going to bring the ring in between the ankles. So we've got 2 ways we can do that on our front. Right? Bring your knees up. Okay. And you're going to bring your toes together, heels away. Try. Separate the legs and get the pads in between the ankles. Okay. Don't worry if that is too much. Feel free to roll onto your side, find another way of getting it in and squish it in, okay? But keep it cranked in so you don't drop it. So keep that ring squeezed, okay? Because the moment you relax those legs, the ring is going to drop out. Fold your arms on top of each other, head is down. We're going to stay here and we're going to bend those legs and we're going to keep those knees inwards. We're not going to flare them out. So keep those knees in. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Keep your legs up till your thighs are on the floor. Then release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Nice and slow, release. Point the toes if it gives you cramp. You'll have to flex, but make sure those toes don't go out because that's going to externally rotate your hips. Keep your tailbone tucked under, your pelvic bone is down, you're not arching the back. Squeeze, release. Working that butt. Squeeze, release. 1 more. Squeeze, release. 1 more. For luck, squeeze and release. Good job. Okay, release that ring there, and we're going to just swish that to the side like that. And we're going to grab it back again, and we're going to come into swimming with the ring. So you're going to place the ring away from you to your right hand corner of the mat. Your left hand stays underneath your shoulder, okay? So first off, let's get used to it, just pressing and just holding there. So we'll just press, release, keep your weight over your left shoulder, press and release, okay? Keeping your back in neutral this time. Inhale, exhale, push down, core in, extend the leg back, release nice and slowly as you bring it back. Inhale, exhale, extend, release, bring it back, and exhale. Make sure you pull on that left side, because that left side doesn't have a ring. Your right side wants to pull you that way. So just trying to counteract that by focusing on that left side a little bit more. One more. And coming back, other side. So ring on the left corner, right hand underneath the shoulder. Keep your back in a nice neutral position, a nice tabletop position. Shoulders down and away. Hand on the ring. Now just a couple of squeezes. So 1, 2. Okay. Try not to grip it like a steering wheel. Just prefer you, if possible, to have your hand on top. So core is in. Push. Leg out and release. Just going to move back so I'm a bit too close. So pushing, keep your left arm straight and release. Push and slowly keeping your alignment. So this time your left side's going to want to pull you over to the left, so focusing on that right. 3 more. And release, and down, and out, and release. 1 more, and release. Good job. Again, coming back into child's pose, and wide legs, arms outstretched, getting a nice stretch in those shoulders. And what we're coming up next is the plank, okay? So we're going to hold it for a minute. And if you feel like you want to hold it for longer, or you do this video a lot, then you can easily progress onto longer, okay? So ideally, you would have your hands down, okay? And we're working on the whole of the body that way. We're working the arms, the chest muscles and everything, okay? If for any reason it just doesn't work for you, then of course bring the forearms down and come into a forearm. We do have a modification. Modification will be the weight of your body just going to rest on your thighs or just above the knees, okay? So you will be either like that, a little bit low if they're resting, the weight's resting on the thighs, and a little bit higher if they're resting above the knees, okay? But keep your belly off, so you've got a nice flat back, okay? Otherwise, and your toes will be untucked. You don't have your toes tucked under like that when you're in a modification. Otherwise, we're going to come onto the hands. If you have hyperjoint mobility, okay, so your elbows kind of stick right up when you bring your arm out, and you have an extra range of movement, just going to slightly keep a bend in your elbows, okay? So core engaged, keep your hands underneath your shoulders, spread out your fingers, and you're going to protract. So just for a moment, knees bend, okay? So I want you to practice protracting. So you're pushing the floor away from you, eyes to the top of the mat, and then retract, bring those shoulders back. You feel that difference. Again, protract, shoulders forward, retract, bring those shoulders back. Once more, protract, pushing that floor away, pushing, retract, okay? So what we want to do in this instance is protract. You're going to push that floor away when you're in that plank position. If a minute feels too much, don't feel bad, don't feel sad or upset or give yourself a hard time. You build up to it, okay? So right leg out, left leg out, and core in, and we breathe. Focus on your breath, because it's your breathing that's important, and if it gives you something to focus on. Okay, glutes are in, abs are in. Even if you start just 5 seconds or 10 seconds, that's totally fine. So soon your mind might be telling you, stop. Just breathe through it. You've got this. 30 seconds left. When we get to 15, I'll count you down. And here we go. 15, 14, 13, protract, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your knees down. Bring it back. Lovely. Let's just give ourselves a bit of a stretch. So just whilst we're here, we're going to bring ourselves into those shoulders. So come into sitting cross-legged. Bring that left arm across, bring your arm across. Keep your arm straight, push that left shoulder down, bring your right arm up into the left elbow or forearm, arm, and just push it in. Feel that nice stretch in the left shoulder. Just holding here for about 15 seconds. Wonderful. Then the other arm, right arm comes across, left arm here, pushing it. Wonderful. And then we're just going to stretch out the upper back. So arms facing forwards, interlace the fingers, push the arms away from you. And just pushing, chin tucked in. Try to avoid pushing your chin out. Puts extra pressure on the cervical spine. Wonderful. And release, and just bring that right arm across and just bring that left arm over. Feeling a nice little stretch in the left side of the body. Breathe. And bring the left arm down. Bring the right arm over. Wonderful. And then we're just going to bring those hands behind us and just open up the chest. You can stretch out your legs if that works better for you. And then reach up the arms, reaching over. Keep those feet flexed. You get a nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Up. And over. Feel that lovely juicy stretch and back. And up and chin tucked in, also stretching out the spine, the low back. Let's do 3 more of those. Up, over, back, up, over, back. 1 more. Up. And chin tucked in, over. Just hold it there, palms upside down, one hand beside each leg, chin will just drop down. Nice and easy, not to force, not to push. And then gently back up. We're just going to lie onto your back. And just bring the feet together, allow the heels to drop out naturally to the side. Feeling a nice stretch in your inner thighs. Place your arm out nice and wide. And then bring your hands on the outside of the legs, bring them together. And we're just going to stretch out that right leg. Get your left arm out like a wing, take hold of the left knee, bring it into the chest, and bring it over to the left. Nice single leg reclining twist. And roll your head to the left, also getting into the butt cheek a little bit. And hold it for about 15 seconds, just a few more. And bring it back, and then slide the left leg down, bring the right knee into the chest, place your left hand below the right knee, bring your right arm out like a wing, roll over to the left, keeping your right shoulder down, and roll your head to the right, tuck the chin in, looking down at the right shoulder, and don't forget to breathe. Wonderful, and bring those knees back into the chest, gently rocking side to side. Let your mat be your own personal massage person. Just giving that low back, that lumbar spine, a lovely little stretch. And then stretch out your legs all the way along the mat, feet and legs together. Interlace the fingers, bring the arms behind you, turn the palms inside out. And stretch your whole body. Wonderful. And you're just rolling over to your right and coming up into sitting. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that strength training workout with the Pilates ring. There's so many more things we can do with the ring, so keep checking in for my next strengthening with the ring or body weight. And I'll see you again soon. Keep practicing.